In this video, we will understand a few types of numbers. Let's make a table with 4 columns. The number. In the second column, we write the number as a product of 2 numbers. In the third column, we list down the factors of that number, and then we count the number of factors. Here's the first natural number, 1. How can we write 1 as a product of 2 numbers? It can only be written as 1 multiplied by 1. Hence we say that 1 is the only factor of 1. The number of factors is 1 since it has just one factor. Now let's look at the number 2. It can only be written as 1 multiplied by 2. So it has 2 factors, 1 and 2. The number of factors is 2. Let's look at a couple of more natural numbers. The number 3. 3 can be written as 1 multiplied by 3 only. So the factors are 1 and 3. And again, the number of factors is 2. Now look at 4. There are 2 ways in which we can write it. 1 multiplied by 4 and 2 multiplied by 2. Does it have 4 factors? No, we cannot count 2 twice. We can say that 4 has 1, 2 and 4 as its factors. It means we have 3 factors in all. This is how the table will look for the numbers 5 and 6. 5 can only be written as 1 multiplied by 5, and 6 can be written as a product of 2 numbers in 2 ways. 1 multiplied by 6 and 2 multiplied by 3. Based on this table, we can look at the different types of numbers. Now look at the numbers 2, 3 and 5. All 3 of them have just 2 factors. 2 has 1 and itself as its factors. 3 also has 1 and itself as its factors, and 5 too has 1 and itself as its factors. Such numbers which have just 2 factors, 1 and itself, are called prime numbers. And we are just considering the first 6 natural numbers. If we consider all of them, there will be infinite prime numbers. I'm sorry, it's going to get slightly messy on the right-hand side, as there are many important concepts we will be learning in this video. Now look at the numbers 4 and 6. Each of them have more than 2 factors. 4 has 3 factors and 6 has 4 factors. Such numbers which have more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. Now look at this special number 1. It has just one factor. It is the only number which has just one factor, which makes it unique. Hence, it is called a unique number. Remember, numbers which have 2 factors, 1 and itself, are called prime numbers. Numbers which have more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. And one which has just one factor is called a unique number. There are a couple of more interesting things the table tells us. Look at these 3 numbers, 3, 4 and 5. The numbers 3 and 5 are prime, and they have just one composite number between them. So 3 and 5 are called twin primes. 2 prime numbers are called twin primes if they have just one composite number between them. Now look at these 2 numbers 4 and 5. The factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4, and the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. So these 2 numbers have no common factors except 1, which is a common factor of all the numbers. Such numbers are called coprime or relatively prime numbers. Remember, no common factors except 1. Wait, does this also mean that 2 prime numbers are always coprime? Yes, 2 prime numbers will always be coprime as 1 will be their only common factor. Let's revise everything quickly. Numbers which have just 2 factors, 1 and itself are called prime numbers. A few more examples are 7, 11, 13, and so on. Numbers which have more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. 8, 9, 10, and so on are called composite. 1 is a unique number since it has just one factor. It is neither prime nor composite. 2 prime numbers are called twin primes if they have just one composite number between them. Another example would be 5 and 7 since they have just 6 between them. And 2 numbers are co-prime or relatively prime if they have no common factors except 1. Another example of co-prime numbers would be 6 and 7.